Hey guys, I'm Red, and this beautiful piece of plastic sitting right in front of me is LEGO Marvel set number 76316, released in 2025 with 427 pieces with 4 exclusive minifigures, or so far exclusive. We might get some of these for Avengers Doomsday. This is Fantastic Four versus Galactus construction figure, released for $60. Yeah. That's kind of crazy for this set, but Lego knew they could get away with it because of these 4 right here, and they knew it would sell. But luckily, I got it on sale for just $50, so that's a little more fair. It's still kind of crazy, but I like the Fantastic Four, so I'll pay that little extra tax. I don't really care about price per piece that much when it's on sale, so yeah. Let's just get started and look at the box. Here is the front of the box, and I really like it. Of course, up front, you get a picture of Galactus fighting the Fantastic Four with all 4 members included there. Get the LEGO Marvel logo and the comic book paneling up on the top left. And, of course, our information about the set going down the box there as well. You do get the marketing thing for Fantastic Four First Steps. So you get all 4 of the Fantastic Four there with the logo up top there. You get our minifigures on the bottom right and a warning on the bottom right. On the top here, the comic book panels just continue, and Reed Richards is our scale minifigure. There's nothing too much on the left or right side, just some more LEGO Marvel comic book paneling, and then like a blank Fantastic Four side, I guess. But the back is where it shows off all of the different play features and like a different pose for Galactus. You get the LEGO logo up on the left there. Big picture of Galactus, 3 members up on the top, and of course the thing on the bottom there. And you do get this little thing, which we'll look at more in action in a little bit. The first minifigure we will look at is Reed Richards, or Mr. Fantastic. And of course he does come with super stretchy medium azure legs. Those are just 1 by 1, I believe 3 bricks tall, with some 1 by 2 slope elements there. And I really wish they used like the Avatar legs or the Woody legs instead. But I guess that's okay for early Fantastic Four set. They are using those for Doomsday, so that's cool. Taking a closer look at the minifigure, you can see his whole body is that medium azure color with just some white scattered around like for his belt, for the Fantastic Four logo, and his hands. You can see he used that classic Captain America hairpiece, which I always like, this time in black. You can see he has a full beard, which is interesting. Didn't have that in the movie, but he does have a smile, which he was smiling a little bit in the movie. He has a regular blue collar, and that's important. We will get back to that later. He has just basic blue arms with a little bit of back printing just to continue the outfit. His belt also continues, and he does have a alternate face print where he's super happy, maybe because they just teleported Galactus out of their dimension. Up next, we have Sue Storm of the Fantastic Four, and this figure is kind of the same, but we will look into that in just a little bit. She has these 2 2x2 radar dishes, so like she can like project her powers out, so nothing too cool. I wish they were like printed or something, but anyway, moving on. Same legs as Reed and kind of the same torso, except for the collar is actually white this time instead of that same blue, but everything else is just about the same. She comes with that basic blonde hair with just a little facial expression there. There's nothing too much going on there, and she does have back printing, same as Reed, and a super angry face on the back because Galactus just tried to steal her child. Up next here is Ben Grimm, or The Thing. He does come with 2 massive, like, Miss Marvel fists. I guess is what we'll call them. He does have basic white hands underneath there, but I think we should keep the fists on. He does have the standard medium azure legs and the same body as Sue Storm. Kind of upset. I wish they, like, gave him, like, I don't know, a rock body or something different, but, like, I guess this is fine for the first Fantastic Four set. We'll get a new one. I do like the rock headpiece, though. That's actually really cool. You can see he has super big eyebrows in the front there. If we take it off, you can see he also has super big eyebrows on the face print there. And he is super angry. He said, "It's clobbering time," or something. And on the back, it is the same back printing as everybody else, but he is a little happier. So, I guess that's cool. And last, but definitely not least, this is Johnny Storm. And I don't really know what to say about this figure, because it's kind of weird. But you do get 2 trans orange Power Blast pieces, so we can just easily push out one and push out the other one. And he does have the same legs and same body as the Thing and Sue Storm, which is kind of upsetting, but he does have a cool hairpiece, and I think that's the Spider-Man face, I believe. But he does have a second expression, so if we turn him around, you can see he's super scared. Maybe something happened with the Silver Surfer, and he's kind of upset. But also included with Johnny is these 2 fire pieces and this 1x2 like hollow stud piece with the, I believe that's bright orange. So he's kind of like half flamed on. I'm not really sure like if that's real or like a thing that he can do. But like, I don't know. It kind of looks cool. And finally here is the main build. This is Galactus himself. And I really like it. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's really cool. I love the dark blue and kind of that almost magenta color. They mix really well, and I think it looks really nice in Lego form. There is some nice articulation. So why don't we start with the legs? Starting off down here with his feet, if we lift him up, you can see his ankles do move just a little bit. Move to the left and right, they can move up and down. And of course that is the same for both sides as well. There is a couple studs on his feet, so we can take one of our minifigures like the Thing, or maybe even Sue, and they can stand there and kind of attack Galactus. But moving up the legs, you can see there's a lot of these 1x2 cheese slope pieces in that kind of purple pink color, and there's some next to my shield pieces just to give his legs a little more detail. And of course you can see the knees do bend there as well. So yeah, you can see the knees move a little bit. You can see his legs can move like this, up and down, left and right, side to side, all that good stuff. So pretty nice articulation there. Moving up towards his waist, there's actually where most of these stickers are put for the set. So we get like this big windscreen piece here in this dark blue color with a sticker on the front there to add more detail. Of course, you do get these massive like snow spider pieces, so those are cool to get in dark blue with more stickers on there. And there is a 1x2 tile placed on there, so I guess it adds more detail. But yeah, the stickers are like super complicated, so that's probably why they didn't print them. But yeah, they look pretty cool. You can move them up and down if you want, but I don't really know why you would, but that's an option. And I do really like these 3 black pieces. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but they look pretty cool there. They add a little detail. And then moving up the torso there, you can see like there's a lot of sloped pieces going on here that make up his body. You can see there's a big 3x3 circle in the middle there with a sticker on it as like his chest piece. So yeah, looks pretty cool. On the shoulders there, you can see they use like this scale piece, which they've used for many Ninjago dragons and sea serpents and things. So pretty cool to get that in dark blue. I like that. And then on his back here, you can see it's all tiled off, or mostly tiled off, all looking nice. But on the back here is this main play feature of the set. So there's some Technic pins there and this superhero posing piece here. So we can easily move it to the left and right. And of course the main point of this is for Johnny Storm to fly. So there is a 1x2 clip piece connected to his legs there. So if you move him to the left and right, it looks like he's flying around. So yeah, pretty cool. I like that. Moving on to his arms though, you do get a full or almost full range of articulation with the arms. So you can move left and right. You can move them up and down. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so it's kind of slow. You can move his arms inside like that and then back over here. So yeah. And if we notice just on like this part of his arm here, there is a 1x2 jumper plate, so we can pose a minifigure if you want. There is also a sticker on the ball joint piece there to add just a little more detail. And then moving on is more of those 1x2 slopes. And then on his hand is also a 2x2 jumper with some of these claw pieces here to like make a fist. So that's kind of cool. So you can have somebody like on his hand, maybe like trying to make a deal with Galactus so he doesn't eat the earth, or maybe just like have Johnny Storm flying around and have Galactus trying to catch him. So either way, both really well. It works really well. It's the same thing with the other arm here. You get the sticker, get the full points of articulation in the shoulders, move up, you can move it this way, you can flip the wrist because it's just on a ball joint, and there is a another jumper plate there. So yeah, with all that arm and leg articulation, you can kind of like pose him where he's gonna like throw Reed into the city or something, or you can have Johnny flying around, you can have Ben on the feet, you can have Sue in the other hand. So yeah, really nicely, really nice spots to display our figs, but we still got one more spot. The last spot to look at, of course, is the head and crown of Galactus. And that, of course, is just on a ball joint, so you get the full range of articulation. Or I guess not full range, but you can move him back and forth just like that. His face is printed. He does have gray eyes and a tan mouth there, so looks pretty cool. Moving up, you get a massive crown in all that like pinkish purple color. You get some of those, like, I don't want to call them ears, but like horns, I guess, with some clip pieces and cheese slips there. Same thing on the other side here. You can move these, but again, I'm not really sure why you would want to. On the left and right side, there are Technic holes, so you can have this trans clear piece there if you want. I mean, I guess it looks kind of cool. You can have Johnny above his head, maybe like shooting down at him or something like that. So yeah, there's many ways to articulate this and many ways to display it. So that's one of the reasons I really like this set. So yeah, with that, I think that's about all I have to say about the Fantastic Four versus Galactus construction figure set. And I really like it. Maybe because I didn't pay full price for it, I paid a little better deal because it was on sale. But if you get this set, I promise you will like it if you like these large construction figure sets. I really like all four of the minifigs. They're not great, but I think for a first time in the line type thing, it would be the best way to put it. They're not bad. Like, you do get them in the same kind of torso, but, you know, I kind of like it. They wear matching outfits anyway. It's only like when Johnny flames on or like Ben rips his shirt off is when they're different. So, yeah, I really like this set. I hope you guys like the set. What do you think about the set? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have the set. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure what it will be yet, but it'll be something just as cool as this. So stay tuned.